What's up guys? Today's episode is going to be about how I design a living room for college girls. This design is based on this space you're looking at. It's a small apartment with an integrated kitchen, but our center of attention is this living room, which obviously needs some work and cleaning. These girls will like things well organized, or at least that's the goal, with a style that feels sweet and pretty. So let's dive right into it. My name is Patricia and this is the Designer 101. For this design, I'm using a very modern, fresh, and sweet style that represents the personality of these girls. Let's use a light color palette and some shiny and glossy materials like white acrylic and mirrors. Also some strong materials like concrete and wood. Okay, so let's start by building our pretty model from what we just saw. I'm not gonna draw the entire apartment, just what we'll see, which is the kitchen, halls, and the living room. Let's elaborate the kitchen real good with all the fixtures it already has. I think I'll put a tile between the top drawers and the counter to protect the area from humidity, since it doesn't have one yet. We have the stove, refrigerator, microwave, dishwasher, sink, and I think that's it. After raising up the walls, I'm putting the sliding door opening to the right, which I think right now is on the opposite side. But for the purpose of this design, it's a necessity. You'll see why later. And let's not forget the fan on the ceiling. Now that we have our soon-to-be beautiful space, we'll start with the TV wall. Right now, the TV is alone and sad in that big empty wall, but let's change that by building a volume that will take out the main space of the wall to locate that TV so it won't look so small and lost in space. But I do love the idea of creating shades on the back, so let's put this concrete texture on the back to give the place some depth. Now you see the TV looks more proportionate, good for us. Let's continue placing our TV console. This white volume has its purpose. It helps hide all the cables and connectors all the way through the console, so you won't see any cable hanging or laying around. I'm continuing with the shape of the apartment, so we do our next move on that corner. That corner is important, since it's the way out. Let's treat this with the importance that it deserves. So I'm placing a mirror with LED strip lights so that every time someone leaves or enters, they'll have one last checkout. These strip lights will have a fun effect on the wall, and more with this alternative size and directions. Let's put the right colors in it, some adjustments here, and we're good to go. Okay, this table here needs a little bit of work. Let's make a shelf on top made of wood. Yep, better. Maybe another one going up. No. Going down. And now, let's just keep it this way and adjust the depth. Now let's focus on the other wall. Start by painting it in a light bluish and start bringing it all the furniture. A hanging chair will look amazing. This apartment lacks some comfortable zones to decompress or just relax. With this sofa, it will become the perfect combo. Of course, let's change those pillow colors with more accurate ones. Let's place a more minimalistic rug with the right size and color and another plant over there. I think this volume is going to look amazing in a white acrylic, but it needs more. I'm creating this sort of track with similar angles like the ones in the mirror, not much, just an inch wide. With the glossy texture, this way both will have the same language and the acrylic will feel much better. The center table is made of wood and with an organic shape. Don't you love it? I love it. Let's place some decorations. An orchid will look fantastic. A few candles, maybe 3. Remember the rule of 3. And of course, some books because, well, they are college girls. Let's organize everything else and we'll get there. So now the wall. This needs a fine and original decoration. I'm thinking of those elaborated golden shapes that people hang on the walls and place a few photos on. I'm just creating a shape that I can repeat and can easily be made with some tubes. Now let's put 9 of these with a W shape. This way, we can now create our photo frames made of the same wood tone we've been using and repeat as many as you like. Place them in the center? No, between the top ones. Yep, much better. I'm aligning them to the center of every piece. We can put 3 in total. It will look better if we put 2 more on the sides. Yes, I like it. Now that we have everything in place, it's time to put up some photos. I chose some beautiful pictures referring to nature, friends, and sunsets. Oh, I love that one. Okay, so I'm finishing up the design of the apartment since there is a wall that we're still going to see that needs to be right. Let's also adjust the ceiling here and here. And then locate the bicycle we saw in the apartment. Beautiful light blue. It can be hung from this wall to save up some space, but for this purpose, I'm just gonna put it next to the sofa. They can move it later if they want. These curtains are bothering me. I'm thinking of hiding the rails with this volume. No, it doesn't work. Undo. Let's start by making the main tube darker, and let's try to raise the fabric of the curtains to the ceiling and have the anchors hidden in the back. You know, this works a lot better. Let's keep it. Now the ceiling. It needs some spark. I'm continuing with my strip lights here. This will look good, I promise. Maybe a few on diagonal? I'm not sure about this. It's not convincing me at all. Okay, no. Let's try this way. Or maybe this other way. No. This way is much better. Yep. Okay, this will look good. And we are ready. I hope you're ready for the final looks. Oh, look at that living room. Love the acrylic and those lights. People should do more of what they would like to see. This is a general idea of what can be done in a small room. You can always check some ideas to decorate small spaces in this video. Tell me in the comments if there's something you would like to change in the room. I hope you like this video and subscribe for more. See you next time!